Leadership versus management, an age old question that many people have battled and don't know exactly how to handle the differences. Hey, welcome today, guys. This is going to be a longer one. I'm going to get into some story time. I think you'll really appreciate this. So if you're seeing this on a reel, go ahead or on Instagram, go ahead and click to the YouTube channel. And then when you do that, please like and subscribe. So let me take you back to a story. I was fresh out of basic training, and I was at the 511th MP Company at Fort Drum, New York, in 4th Platoon. And it took all of about 5 minutes of even a young, dumb 18-year-old me to realize who the leader of our platoon was. And yeah, obviously the leader of the platoon was our E7 platoon sergeant, but the leader, because that was title authority that he had, the leader was Private First Class William Mayfield. And I could bring up Brandon Root, Nate Bowers, Evan Holzer, Carl Stanley, Eric Hooker, lots of guys who were in our unit that would say, absolutely, Will Mayfield was a guy we'd follow to the nth degree. And Will ended up being a command sergeant major in less than 20 years. So here was this guy who had no title authority over us, but is a guy that we would follow. As a matter of fact, we followed him. He led us at the Jungle Operations Training Course in Panama through some really tough, difficult, challenging situations. And it was because of who he was. He cared about us as individuals. He loved the soldiers that he worked with. He would do anything for us. He was also the toughest SOB in the entire unit. He was a phenomenally intelligent man, and I just can't sing his praises enough. And I hope he watches this. But that's the challenge, is that far too many of us get put into roles with a VP or a manager or a senior whatever in our name, and we just expect our people to follow us. No, they're going to do what you tell them to do. That's fine. But when you're in that role, think about manager means managing results, managing processes. Leading means leading people. Ask yourself, how much of your day, how much of your time right now are you spending in a week in and week out basis developing people? Not holding them to standards, not saying that they need to complete this or that to keep their job, but actually leading the human being. And how do you lead the human being if you don't know where the human being wants to go? Lead. We're advancing the ball here. So the question for you is, spend more time investing in the human being that works for you, know where they want to go, and help them get there. I deal with a lot of folks in mortgage, and they've got people that are working for them, and I ask them what are their financial goals, and they look at me like I'm silly, and they have no idea. And if you are in a financial profession and you can't lead somebody to help them with their own personal finances, what are you doing? Why are you even doing it? So that's just one example. I like to cite two examples of the 20th century: Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr. Neither one of them had title authority over anyone other than Martin Luther King and his pastoralship and his congregation, but that certainly wasn't the hundreds of thousands of people that supported him in the civil rights movement. They led because the people believed that they had their best interests in mind. Do your people know that you have their best interests in mind? Do you know what their goals are? Do they know that you know what their goals are? Are you helping them achieve that? Are you sitting down with them on a weekly basis? I don't know. I've been in the business world long enough to know that's probably not happening. I've also been in the business world long enough to know that the people that did it for me, the Dean Butchins, the Wayne Larkins, the Steve Ivies, that I'd lay down in traffic for those guys. So they could call me today and ask me for anything, and I'd be there for them. The relationship of leadership is between those who aspire to lead and those who choose to follow. Get your people to choose to follow you, and they will follow you wherever you go, even if you decide to change jobs. If you need more of this, if you'd like to hear more from me, if you'd like to get a one-on-one coaching session, I would love to do that for you. I am doing this because I want to make a difference in people's lives. I believe leaders can make a difference in people's lives. I believe you can be a better leader. So appreciate y'all. We'll talk soon.